Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Afterlot, where the popcorn is still hot. We're reviewing movies right from the parking lot. So, tonight's movie is we're doing it in the same night as we reviewed Companion because we didn't do a review for this one, but we seen Presents
I
and
loved it.
we loved it. I loved it. It was so great. Incredible.
Yeah, super, super original take on a ghost story.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you've seen the trailer, if you have any interest of wanting to see it, you're watching from the ghost's perspective. So I thought that's really cool, and it's totally different. Super, super original. It's one of those movies that kind of keeps you guessing throughout the whole movie, which they totally intentionally do. They kind of don't want you to really piece anything together. But
Mhm.
then there's a part where everything comes into place, which I thought they did really well.
Yeah. I thought it was such a unique and different type of ghost story.
Yeah.
We've never seen it from the POV of the ghost, which I thought was like exhilarating.
Hmm.
I was on the edge of my seat, and because they gave us snippets of information throughout the movie, I was always guessing.
Yeah.
And I will not do any spoilers, but where it eventually led, I absolutely loved.
Yeah. You go through a
It was
lot of
very
different
original.
emotions, I feel like.
Yes. That and that's what I love about this. This is so opinion based because I feel like the horror community, like there there's a lot of different opinions on everything, but I love the horror that we're stepping into where it's not just gore and it's not like Saw,
It's
which
like
Saw is a
artistic
beautiful
horror.
too. Yeah, it's artistic. It makes you feel something. Oh, sorry guys. It makes you feel something and it evokes emotion
Hmm.
like Hereditary, one of my favorite horror movies.
Oof,
This was
it
nowhere
freaks me
near
out.
Hereditary, but I thought it was a beautiful. It was almost like it was a love story in a sense of how beautiful the story was. And I don't know,
Well,
maybe I'm a little biased because I just love ghost stories, but I would rate it
you
a.
jump into the rating
Oh, are
already.
we? Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you guys want to hear me talk at all?
You
What's
talked before.
um? You're gonna feel a lot of emotion, I think,
Yeah.
watching the movie. So
Did we get choked up? I think
I
we
think I
did.
definitely did at one point.
I think
So
we did.
you're gonna feel like an ominous type feeling at certain points where you're like, "Ooh, this is creepy."
Hmm.
There's totally a little bit of comedic relief, if I remember correctly, but also you're going to feel a total sadness, um,
Like grief.
grief, uh, and absolute
Hmm.
edge of your seat. So like you're going through this roller coaster of emotions that they kind of put you on, and I just think it was done really nice.
Yeah.
I thought everything was cool. It was shot really cool, also.
Hmm.
I feel like it almost kind of had like a weird lens on it, kind of thing, like ultra wide
Mm.
lens to where you seen.
Like a fisheye type,
Yeah,
like
but not warped. It was just, I guess, an ultra wide,
well, because like it's like a POV
like a
of
wide
the
angle.
ghost,
Yeah,
meaning like it's a spirit.
yeah. So it was like covering peripheral.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yep.
I thought it was great. Good story, 100% worth a watch. That's for
Yeah.
sure. And especially if maybe you're someone that doesn't really love the quote unquote horror genre, it's a good little ease into
Hmm.
it.
It's a good
It's
intro.
yeah, you still get that little bit of like ooh ghost story creepy feeling, but you're not overwhelmed with like jump
Panic.
scares or
Yeah.
panic or anything like that. So it's a good little introduction to if you want to kind of get into a little bit movies that have a little bit of a creep element to them.
Right. And just like to piggyback off of that, um, I don't think I'm not sure what the critics said about this or like what the reviews were about Presents, but that's the thing about me and Nick, and I don't know if we'll start getting into reviews of other movies, but I don't watch any I don't like listen to reviews or like I'm not gonna follow I don't feel like we follow the normal trends. I don't know if people like
Hated it.
hated it or not.
Yeah.
I personally loved it. Maybe it's because like my life experiences, I just thought it was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Very original. I
I'm
think
surprised there wasn't more hype about this,
it
Wolfman,
probably didn't have too big of a budget. I mean, if you think about it, how much could that
even
movie have been
Companion, like all
to
these
shoot?
movies. I just feel like
Yeah.
they're not really talked about.
But I think the originality definitely bumps it up a few
Hmm.
points. You take something about a ghost that's so unoriginal, and then you make something kind of your own. So I think that kind of bumps it up
and
on the
and
scale.
to hold a lot of different themes. You have a little bit of scary, a little bit of grief, love, and then just a ghost story. It's good.
It's it's pretty deep. All right.
Yes.
And they're yep,
Family
and I
dynamics. It's great.
another good thing that I like, it doesn't keep you guessing either. There's things that are answered that you're like, oh, all right, thank you for giving me that.
Yes.
I needed that piece of
Yes.
information.
Yep.
So you leave feeling, you know, uh,
Closed. Like
yeah,
closure. You
yep,
get
you can
closure,
close the book on it for sure.
which I love.
Yeah, I thought it was great. So
So,
I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm gonna rate it an 8.
oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate it a solid 7 because I'm still I think a 7 is still gonna be a great score.
Seven's a good score.
I think it was
Seven's
a
a good
good
score.
7.
Yeah. So well, 5 is the recommendation bar,
Yeah,
where
so
we
7
say.
you should definitely you
So
should have seen it.
I think 8 for the originality of it. I got to give it that extra point.
Yeah,
You know.
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Good. So
So
go
yeah,
see it.
yep, go see it. All right, see ya.